So the reason that I would like to speak to is the third reason. The rights and needs of children and young people are largely ignored in the response to HIV, even though they are the hardest hit in many places. And again, I would speak about the situation in Africa. We have a very young population in many of our countries. And for many years, the fastest growing infections have been happening in young people. For many years also, we've been calling for comprehensive sexuality education for young people, such that with full range of information, they have the resources, the wherewithal to make some decisions about how they can protect themselves, whether they want to start sexual activity, and should they decide to start sexual activity, how it is they can protect themselves. This is an issue that has been highly politicized for many years. And the worst way in which it has been politicized, in my view, that I think really speaks to human rights violations of these young people, is the outright refusal to provide them with this kind of information, and refusal that comes through significant resources and funding that have come through to many African countries. Refusal that is based on ideologies outside of the African countries themselves. And I speak in particular about the PEPFAR policy, the PEPFAR funding from the US government, which for many years has not wanted to provide comprehensive sexuality education, sexual reproductive health education for young people, with the belief, and misproven belief, I should add, that providing young people with information about their sexuality, about sexual reproductive health, generally will lead them into being sexually active and not protect themselves. And yet we do have studies that show that it's actually quite the opposite, that when young people are informed, they are more likely to delay becoming sexually active. When they do become sexually active, they are more likely to protect themselves. And the fact that you've had millions and perhaps billions of dollars going into countries where you have the epidemic is quite important within the youth population, and we know what works, ways how we can protect young people, and an outright refusal to do that, I really feel is a violation of young people's rights in being able to protect themselves from HIV.
For further information on human rights, HIV/AIDS, and to endorse now more than ever the joint statement, visit www.hivhumanrightsnow.org.